Playing games is just fun, right? Who doesn't love to have some fun? Welcome to Ultimate Music Theory Notes with Glory. I'm your host, Glory St. Germain, and today we're talking about 3 reasons why we learn through play. So I want you to share with me who plays games. Just go ahead and give me a little Y or a little yes in the chat box. Do you currently play games when you are teaching your students, or do you even like to play games, other games? So deal or no deal. Let's see who's out here having some ideas on what we can do to teach music theory. So give me a little yes or a little why do you teach me? Why do you think you should learn to teach music theory? I'm going to check out a few little comments here. I see Miss Paula's joined us and she says, here to get more ideas on music theory games. Paula, you're in the right place, and I got some really cool ideas, and I'm going to share 3 of them with you today, because one of the most powerful things that we can do in teaching music theory is actually to engage our students in play, and I'm going to share with you 3 reasons why you learn music theory through play, and it's not only fun, obviously, but it's engaging, and I'm going to share some great concepts with you. So let's check things out. Today, I'm going to share with you 3 notes. I'm going to share with you C, D, and C. So when you even think about those 3 notes, you can either start on C, go up a step to D and come back down, or you can go C and then D and then just go up the octave to the next C. So let's see what these 3 concepts are all about. So 3 reasons to learn through play. Now, if you've just joined us and you're kind of wondering, well, what do you mean by play? Well, Ultimate Music Theory has developed the Ultimate Music Theory games, and these are actually created by our games designer, Joanne Barker. So give a little shout out to Joanne. And one of the games I'm going to share with you today is this little guy here. Isn't that pretty? So that's called the Balloon Matchup Games. And Ultimate Music Theory game packs are all a part of the Ultimate Music Theory program. Plus, for those of you that are in the Ultimate Music Theory Teachers membership, if you go to teachumt.com, you'll see that there's games every single month inside your membership. So stay tuned. So this little guy is the one I'm going to start off first. So that would be the letter C. So you might say, okay, Glory, give me a little more. All right. The letter C stands for complex simplified. So when we think about a game, what we're doing is we're really taking these complex concepts and we just want to simplify them. We want to make them easy for students to understand and, of course, have fun learning. So when we take a look at the game, we're learning about a few things here, if you can see the game board. We're learning about notes, right? And it also says balloon matchup. So what we can do is this, a few things. We can either play the pitch on the keyboard and ask students to hear the pitch and see if they can identify, we can start develop their perfect pitch and so on. And they can take their dry erase marker and simply draw a line down to the keyboard to match the balloon with the pitch. So that's one way of visually seeing it. But we also want to hear it. So the next little game you can do is take your game pack up to the piano and play Pop the Balloon. What? Pop the balloon. So now you can ask your student to either play a note, you can point to a note, and they have to pop the balloon by playing it staccato on the piano, or you can play the note staccato on the piano. The cool thing about the game pack is that you also see all of the instructions on the back. So that, that was a little test. There's also game suggestions on the back. So it makes it really simple. You don't have to come up with your own ideas. There's actually 6 ways to play each of the 6 games in the pack. So one reason why you want to play theory games is because you can take complex concepts and simplify them. And you can learn to hear, you can learn to play, and you can learn to identify. It really helps you with your note reading too, because we know when we look at things differently, then we learn different things. So that's reason number 1. So thanks for joining us. So let's think about reason number 2. So if you're joining me in the chat today, I want you to share with me one reason that you think students learn through play. Let's see if you're going to match up what Miss Glory's got up her sleeve. Actually, inside the UMT membership, you'll also notice that I have 15 reasons why we learn through play. And I kind of go through each one of those reasons at a deeper level and give you the action steps of exactly how you can teach music theory through play in 15 different reasons why you can do that. So let's take a look at reason number 2. Are you ready? It's kind of fun, right? So we did our balloon matchup game. And so our next game that we're going to play is called, wait for it, is called Busy Bees with Sola. I'm just bringing out 3 games today. We've got lots of games, but I'm bringing out 3. So as you're looking at the games, they look so cute, right? You can see that we're obviously identifying distance. So here we're going to identify distance, whether it's a half step or a whole step or an inharmonic equivalent. Is it a chromatic half step? Is it a diatonic half step? There's a lot of little questions in here. So that brings me to the second reason that we learn through play. Are you ready? The second reason that we learn through play is development skills. When we have development skills, it's really the development of processing information. Processing information. We have to think, we have to listen, we have to decide, and then we learn. So here what we're doing is we're taking our development skills of first analyzing, right? We're going to look at our music. The skills require us to listen. So for example, if I was going to play this interval, you would have to really listen. Is it an interval of just a semitone or is it an interval of a whole tone, right? We want to develop that first. So that's a listening skill. Then we want to visually look at it and we want to say, well, just by looking at it, is it an inharmonic equivalent? Is it a diatonic semitone? Is it a chromatic semitone? So now we're really learning music theory by observing and analyzing the music as it's written. Because you and I both know that listening to an interval and then identifying it on the written music, it can actually be written differently, but it can sound the same. So we're really developing our skills in learning music theory at a deeper level. Okay, are you ready for the next one? That's kind of fun, right? And another thing I just wanted to mention, I just see you sharing with me in the chat box, so thanks for doing that, is that we really learn to process information quickly. One of the things that happens when we're working as musicians is we need to take the information that we've learned and we need to process it quickly, right? We need to take our skill set, and whether we're reading our music or we're listening, or even if we're improvising, that development of skills in learning how to improvise, learning how to read our music, whether we're sight reading, whether we're working on ear, the more we practice it, the better we get. And of course, it's even more fun when you can play a game. So have fun playing the Ultimate Music Theory games. You can see the game packs behind me. You can get the prep pack, which is based on the prep 1 and prep 2 workbooks, or you can get the basic game pack, which really takes you through basic, intermediate, and advanced, and it correlates to the workbooks. So it's really fun. So concept number 3, why do we learn through play? I'm just looking to see what your thoughts are. Why do you learn through play? Any ideas? I'm about to reveal idea number 3. This is the third reason why we learn through play. And this is really the concept connections. So now we're on our third game, and this one is called Raindrop Rhythms. Now, I don't know about you, but lately it has really been raining here. And Sola says you need your umbrella. You absolutely do need your umbrella right now. So looking at Raindrop Rhythms, what do you see? Well, you see duple, triple, quadruple time. You have to identify the rhythm. You see a top number. You see a bottom number. There's a lot of things when you start thinking about time signatures and that connection. So here's reason number 3, and that is C, concept connections. Now, music is kind of like math, right? We have to do some math when we're thinking about this. And when we're thinking about our concept connections, we have to think about note values. We have to think about rest values. Then we have to think about that concept connection of putting together what is duple, triple, and quadruple time. And here we can see we've got 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 8. Well, each of these indicates that we have 2 beats per measure. But what changes, of course, is the bottom number that indicates what kind of note is going to equal 1 beat. So perhaps we need to half notes, to quarter notes, to eighth notes, whatever that might look like for you. When you play a game, it really helps students with these concept connections and really process the information, and it's fun to do it. And again, on the flip side, you'll see all of the game ideas. So you're not left just scrambling for, well, I don't understand. I need some help. I know Paula shared with me, she said, I'm here to get some more ideas on how I can play. Well, Paula, we got you on this one. So you can simply go to teachumt.com. Inside the membership, you're going to find all of the 15 reasons on why you learn through play. You can go ahead and go to the shop. You can grab all your games. You can also download the games inside the membership. There's online games for you. It's just one of the most powerful ways that we can learn is to learn through play. Who's with me here? Okay, great. I think I have the most fun when I'm teaching students in a really fun and engaging way. I remember when I started off as a young teacher and I was thinking, how can I make things more fun for students? Because sometimes they just get bored. And when we teach things differently and teach different things, we can be even more powerful as an educator when we learn through play. And it's fun for us too. And you may be surprised. Your students may even teach you a few strategies on how they learn through play. And it's a lot of fun. So enjoy. I'm really excited to share this with you. You can simply go to teachumt.com and learn the 15 reasons why we learn through play. Get all the information on the game pack, everything that you need in order to not only teach effectively as a music educator, but also just to see what else is available for you to help you elevate your teaching business this year. I look forward to seeing you inside our coaching calls and have fun and learn through play. Have fun teaching. As always, teach with passion. See you next time.